Hello guys, welcome to Odds on La Liga. We have Álvaro Romeo with us to analyze the 11th match day of the Spanish Primera Division, and we have Real Sociedad Villarreal, for instance, or Real Madrid Alaves. Remember, leave a comment in this video and you will have the chance to win a £10 free bet with Novibet. You will just participate in the draw. And if you enjoy the video, press the like button and subscribe to our channel. And now let's listen to Álvaro's predictions. One week more we have with us Álvaro Romeo. Hello Álvaro.
Hello Edu, how are you?
I'm very good. I hope you are well, because we are ready to analyze this 11th match day after the good predictions you made last week with Atletico beating Barcelona, with Villarreal and Real Madrid drawing. Let's see, Álvaro, if you are that accurate also this week. And let's start with the game on Friday. We have Valladolid Levante. I don't know, probably Álvaro, you are as surprised as I am about Valladolid. They won the last two games and it was pretty impressive. Their last victory in Granada, 1-3. So Valladolid are finally out of the relegation positions, and they face Levante with 7 points. They drew against Elche again. By the way, 4 consecutive draws for Levante, 1-1 all of them, and only one victory this season. Do you think Valladolid can get the streak and get their 3rd consecutive victory here?
I'm going for a draw, Edu. It's true that Levante, they are in a bad time. In fact, as well, the goalkeeper, Aitor, he will be in the sidelines with a testicle injury. Valladolid, they are getting better. They beat Athletic Bilbao. Then last weekend, they beat Granada. Sergio, the manager, admitted the relief. He's a man that he always said that they had accumulated less points that they deserve. So he had a huge belief in his team. But I think that this is a game for a draw. Levante, they are all right going forward, and a draw will be paid 3.25. And if you want to go for some different possibilities, if you like the multi-factors, you can go for both teams to score. This is paid 3.10, and I believe that this is a very likely possibility.
The draw, seeing what Levante is doing, is the most likely thing. Also, if you might think that Valladolid can win this game, but the draw is also a possibility. I also like Asian Handicap 0 for Valladolid with odds 1.83. That could be also another option, and if they draw, we get our money back. And maybe you also think that the next game is gonna be a draw, because we have Cadiz, another game probably for the relegation battle, although both teams are doing really well. Remember that both got promoted this season. Elche 10th in the table with 12 points and only 1 defeat in the last 7 games. And Cadiz, they lost against the Real Sociedad in the previous weekend, but this can happen. They are the leaders. Here, Álvaro, probably we won't see many goals, right?
I agree with you. I went actually for the following, Edu. You are reading my mind, man. A draw will be 3.20. And then a 0-0 scoreline. You know that I don't do scorelines normally. I don't like that. I find it too speculative. But this time I'm going for a 0-0. And a 0-0 is paid 7.10. And I know that the manager of Elche, Jorge Almirón, was pleased with the result in the last game, that he has changed the system from 3 defenders to a 4-1-4-1. But at the same time, Cadiz, they are not that bad, They are a team who is capable of being at least solid. So that is my prediction this time. A 0-0, and that is paid 7.10.
Actually, both teams in the last 7 games, most of the games were under 2.5 goals. For Elche, actually 5 of the last 7 under 2.5 goals. And if we check this market, it's very conservative bet, but we have odds 1.52. I think we can probably skip that game because it's not gonna be very exciting. But the next one, I'm sure, is gonna be pretty better. We have Valencia Atletico de Madrid, and I was checking the head-to-head results about these two giants of La Liga, and the last time Valencia beat Atletico was in 2014. And the odds here for Atletico are pretty good, 1.87. We see Alvaro, how Atletico is performing really well, 5 consecutive victories in La Liga, but Valencia are also improving a little bit. Do you see here a surprise for Valencia or not really?
Yeah, if you think that the draw is a surprise, then there will be a surprise. I'm going for the 3rd draw in a row here. So, look, I explain you my reasoning, Edu. I think that Valencia played really well against Getafe. They played really well against Real Madrid. And against Alaves last weekend, they were dreadful in the first half. But in the second half, they were so good that they managed to come back from a 2-0 down. And in the aggregate time of the second half, they were about to win the game. But Kevin Gameiro missed a one-on-one, a very easy chance. So I think that Valencia, they are good going forward. I think that Valencia, they are getting more competitive, and they will have the whole week to prepare the game. Atletico de Madrid, in the meantime, they'll be playing the championship, you know. And I know that at Atletico, they are the best defense in the league. That's why I'm going for a draw, and the draw is paid 3.90, because Valencia, they are rocketing little by little. They are getting much better.
It's tricky actually to bet also on Atletico. No, the odds are 1.87, are not that appealing. So let's go here for the draw. Our friend Radek Vegas always tells us that if you bet for a draw, you should bet half of your unit, because it's always a very risky bet. Of course, the odds are higher than going in any other outcome possible. And let's see if the king of the draws in this La Liga, Huesca, is also appealing for you to go for a draw, although they are facing Sevilla. 7 points, Huesca 7 draws, the last one against Osasuna, and Sevilla, they have a tricky trip. They are facing Krasnodar in the Champions League, but they are getting slightly better, especially scoring. They got 4 goals against Celta, and the odds for the victory of Sevilla, I find them pretty good actually. 2.10, maybe enough, to bet on Sevilla.
Yes, definitely. At the end of the day, you are doubling up the money that you are betting, so that wouldn't be too bad. Look, as you said before, Huesca haven't won yet in La Liga. In the last month, they conceded 4 goals against Real Madrid, 4 goals against Real Sociedad, 2 goals against Valladolid. They conceded 6 goals from set pieces this season, and I believe that Sevilla, they are pretty good at that department when it comes to Diego Carlos, Koundé, Lucas Ocampos, Rakitic. They are very good in set pieces, and they beat Celta. Sevilla beat Celta 4-2 in the last weekend. I was very impressed with Idrissi, a player who came from the Dutch league, and Sevilla is scoring more goals lately. Therefore, here I'm going for the following: not only for a win for Sevilla, but a win 2-0 for Sevilla is paid 3.25. And an Asian handicap of minus 175 for Sevilla is 5.55. I think that the reason why Sevilla has not a very good odd when it comes to the Asian handicap is because at the beginning of the season they weren't scoring many, but now they are better scoring. And go for the Asian handicap, and as I say, minus 175 for Sevilla is paid 5.55.
Okay, easy victory, in your opinion, for Sevilla in El Alcoraz. And Real Madrid also should get an easy victory against Alaves, although Alaves are improving. In the previous weeks, we have, this is the last game on Saturday, Real Madrid. Alvaro is struggling in the last 2 weekends. They lost against Valencia, against Villarreal. They were pretty good, I would say, but Zidane had many men sidelined. Probably Benzema can be back at least for this game against Alaves. We know that Casemiro is back. I don't know if you think Real Madrid is going to win comfortably, something that they are not doing actually this season, because we have to take a look at the Asian handicap here to find good odds actually for Real Madrid.
Absolutely, Edu. Let's begin by saying that there has been a positive COVID-19 test at Alaves, and if there is an outbreak, obviously they will find it very difficult to go at Valdebebas and to be competitive. So let's see, because Manu Garcia tested positive. All that said, Real Madrid has a tough game against Inter Milan in the Champions League, but at the same time they can't keep on giving away points so freely. So I think that this is the time for Real Madrid to wake up and to start having a good run again. So I'm going for the following: Real Madrid winning both halves is paid 320, so that's all right. And an Asian handicap of -2 for Real Madrid is paid 280. I know that Real Madrid are not scoring a lot, but as you well said, Benzema is back. I don't know if Sergio Ramos is going to be back. Maybe yes, maybe not. And he's good at set pieces as well. So those are my bets in this game.
The line here that we are always finding or trying to find around 2 is on Asian handicap -1.5 for Real Madrid. That means that Real Madrid has to win for 2 goals to get our bet. If you bet on your choice, Alvaro, Asian handicap -2 with odds 2.80, that means that we get our money back if Real Madrid only wins for 2 goals, but if they thrash Villarreal for 3 goals or more, we win our bet. So an easy victory, in your opinion, for Real Madrid against Alaves. I guess the same you will predict for Barcelona against Osasuna. When you look at the table of La Liga, it's crazy to see that Barcelona and Osasuna are actually together, no? After so many games, they have the same points, 11 points. Barcelona had a long trip to Ukraine, and Osasuna is always competitive, although 1 victory in the last 6 games. Maybe all these bad results of Barcelona in La Liga, Alvaro, are paid by Osasuna with a big result here, no?
Yes, I think so. Well, Osasuna, it has to be said that in July, they managed to beat Barcelona at Camp Nou, even though it was a very different time with Quique Setién as a Barcelona manager. I believe that Barcelona is going to end up winning this game because Lionel Messi, Frenkie de Jong, they are not in the squad to play against Dynamo Kiev in the Champions League, and they'll probably be rested. I know that Barcelona has a problem in the defensive department because Gerard Piqué is going to be out for a long time. So I'm going for the following. I really think that this is going to be the time for Lionel Messi to start scoring again. So an Asian handicap of -2 for Barcelona is 2.53. I will go for that. And I think that Barcelona is or can be so damaged defensively that they will concede the goal. So both teams to score is 190. These are my bets for these games.
Let's hope that we see goals in the Camp Nou, as we saw, for instance, Barcelona Betis in the last home game for the Blaugranas. And the next game, we travel to Madrid to see Getafe Athletic Bilbao. Another surprise, actually, that now Athletic are closer to Europe than Getafe. We've been always saying that in our videos on odds on La Liga that Getafe is a very good team, that they are performing really well, but this weekend they draw against Eibar again, and they are 4 games without a victory. And Athletic, on the contrary, they got a very, very easy victory on Monday against Betis, 4-0, and 3 consecutive home wins for Athletic, but on the road they struggle. Alvaro, Getafe playing at home is favorite, and actually the odds are pretty appealing, not 2.6.
Yes, but this time I'm going to go for the surprise because I watched Real Athletic de Bilbao against Betis on Monday. They beat them 4-0 and they were very impressive. And I know that Betis and Getafe have nothing to do. Betis is very weak defensively and Getafe is very competitive and they have so much intensity in their game that makes them a very good defensive side. But this time, Athletic de Bilbao has a better goal differential than Getafe now, which is something that I couldn't have expected 3 weeks ago. Getafe couldn't score against Eibar the other day, and they lost to Granada, they lost to Villarreal, they drew with Valencia as well. I'm talking about the last games of Getafe, so they are in a bad dynamic. Athletic de Bilbao, they have found a way to score more goals with Villalibre playing up front and Iñaki Williams going on the wing. So I'm going for the following. Athletic de Bilbao is going to win away, and this is paid 3.35, and they are going to win 2-0 because Athletic de Bilbao defensively is a very good team. Last season, for instance, they didn't concede any goal at Santiago Bernabeu. So Athletic de Bilbao winning 2-0 is 4.60.
Okay, if you want to be a little bit more cautious but still trusting Athletic Bilbao, I would go for the Asian handicap 0 for Athletic with odds 2.22. This is also a good option if you agree with Alvaro that the Basque Country team can get a victory at El Coliseum Alfonso Pérez, and the team that really needs to win is Celta. They face Granada at home. The debut of Chacho Coudet was not the ideal one, but was difficult against Sevilla. And Granada, we said it before, they were defeated, surprisingly, at home against Valladolid, and they are playing in Europe in the next 3 weeks, so they have a very, very tight calendar. Probably is the ideal scenario for Celta to win finally a game, but the odds are very, very low to trust Celta. Actually, I would say it's very risky, Alvaro, to put your money on a home win.
Yeah, let me tell you what I would do, because I've got a conservative bet and then a very adventurous one. But my reasoning behind is the following. I think Granada is a better team than Celta, but at the same time, in September, they were involved in playing in the Europa League playoffs. Then in October and November, they have been playing in the Europa League. They are tired. Then they had plenty of positive COVID-19 cases. 3-4 weeks ago when they played against Real Sociedad, so the squad is really demanded. I'm going for the following. I think at Celta this time they are going to be competitive, at least with the new manager Chacho Coudet. So I'm going for both teams to score, which is paid 2.08, which is basically you double up your bet. And this is my adventurous bet. Celta is going to win from behind, and this is paid 14 pounds.
Actually, the squad that Celta has is really, really good if you look at the lineup. But
especially going forward.
Yeah, especially going forward. But the team is not working at all for the last 2 years, I would say. Let's see if Coudet finds the key to start up the car of Celta de Vigo. And the two teams that are doing pretty well this season, and actually is the best game in this weekend, if we take a look at the table, is Real Sociedad and Villarreal. We are talking about the leaders of La Liga. Real Sociedad, another victory last weekend against Cadiz, this time with a goal scored by Isaac. And Villarreal, they are third. They drew against the Real Madrid with Gerard Moreno in form, and 7 games without defeat for Villarreal. 6 straight victories for Real Sociedad. Alvaro, what to do here?
It's tricky, but one thing I want to say is that Villarreal has become a solid team after losing at Camp Nou 4-0. In fact, as you say, they didn't lose against Real Madrid. They didn't concede a goal against Atletico Madrid like a couple of months ago. So they are at least competitive now. You know, this is something that Unai Emery has managed to create, a defensive solid unit. So I'm going for the following. I think Real Sociedad is going to win this game because they are a better team and they are in a very good run. However, they are playing in Europa League on Thursday. They are going to be tired. So Real Sociedad is going to win the game. That pays 220, and it's going to be a slow win for Real Sociedad. They will probably have to cook the game slowly. So I'm going for the halftime, full-time variable. So in the halftime, the game is going to be draw, and in the full-time, Real Sociedad is going to win it, and that pays 5.75.
This is your adventurous bet that we are always expecting. A very tough game, I think, to predict because both teams are really in form and they are both playing in the Europa League. And the last game we have in this weekend on Monday, Real Betis Eibar. Maybe Pellegrini's head is on the table after the terrible defeat in San Mamés. 4 defeats in the last 5 games. I was expecting much more, I think, about Betis this season. They have a very good squad. They are supposedly having a very good manager, but it's not been the case. And Eibar, 12 points, the same as Betis. And we said it also before, they drew against Getafe. Only 1 defeat in the last 6 games. Alvaro, again, Mendilibar making this team competitive, something that Pellegrini is not doing with Betis.
I know. That's true. And it's funny how Betis is a team incapable of drawing games. I mean, it's either they won 4 this season, and they lost the rest of the games. However, you know, after what happened against Athletic Bilbao, losing 4-0 at San Mamés, Joaquin, after the game, talking to the press and to the televisions, he was saying that they had to turn the situation around. And I'm sure that is the message this week in Betis' locker room. So I think that if Fekir comes back, which is a possibility because Betis needs his creativity, Betis is going to win this game. So I'm going for the following. A clean sheet for Betis, something that doesn't happen a lot, is 260. And Betis winning both halves, 550. So I'm going to be very positive for Betis here.
Yeah, actually, especially the clean sheet for Betis is a really adventurous one. If you only want to back Betis, the odds are pretty decent. I would say 1.90 right now on oddspedia.com. You can always check because the odds fluctuate a lot. So check oddspedia.com before placing your bet to find the best bookmaker. And the only thing missing, we've analyzed all 10 games. Alvaro is your accumulator for the weekend.
Yes, I have an accumulator here, and I hope you like it, Edu. Real Madrid and Barcelona are winning.
Okay.
I'm going to say this again. Real Madrid and Barcelona are winning. Athletic Bilbao is winning, and Sevilla will win.
Okay.
And that pays 12.53.
It's good odds for favorites, not Athletic Bilbao, but the other three are really favorites to win the game. So let's see if you are right, Alvaro. We will check it next week.
Definitely. I really hope I'm right. But as I said before, I mean, I got a tremendous confidence in Athletic Bilbao and Getafe. So that is my surprise factor for the weekend.
And I get a tremendous confidence in you.
Thank you. Thank you, Eduardo. Take care.
You just listened to Alvaro. He's been very cautious with his accumulator. Do you agree with him? Well, let me know in the comment section and you will have the chance to win a £10 free bet with Novibet. You just leave a comment and you will participate in the draw. And if you enjoyed the video, press the like button, subscribe to our channel and click on the bell to get all the notifications. Remember, you can listen to all our videos in our podcast. And next week we will be back with more action and more tips about La Liga.